Students of class 10th, this is 7th video and it is related to the chapter agriculture. And in this video we'll discuss about technological and institutional reforms. Students, all of you know that agriculture has been practiced in India for thousands of years, and sustained usage of land without compatible techno-institutional changes have hindered the pace of agricultural development. And this reducing the speed of agricultural development is not good for economy of our country, because all of you know that at the present time also maximum percentage of working force is engaged in agriculture sector, and hence we are saying that economy of our country is agro based economy. So, to make Indian agriculture self sufficient in the production of food grains and also to increase the speed of agricultural development, several steps have been taken by the government of India and also state government. So, land reform was the main focus of our first 5-year plan. So now let us discuss about the steps which have been taken by the government of India and also state governments in the form of technological and institutional reforms. First, let us discuss about the institutional reforms. Among the institutional reforms, first one is the abolition of Zamindari system. All of you know that initially in India, Zamindari system was practiced. Most of the arable lands were owned by the landlords, or you can say the Zamindars. The tenants were not having any ownership over the pieces of land. They were working in the farms of the landlords just like bonded laborers. So, in the year 1954, the government of India abolished the Zamindari system, and it was done after the Agrarian Reforms Committee examined all aspects of this issue and recommended its abolition in 1949. And after the abolition of the Zamindari system, the tenants became the owners of the land. After that, land ceiling. This is another important institutional reform. The wealthy landlords, even after abolition of the Zamindari system, continued to own large pieces of land, most of which remained unproductive. So, after the Land Ceiling Act, the cultivators were not allowed to own land beyond certain limits, and these limits vary from state to state because farming is lying in subject list of the state government. Third one, consolidation of land holding. This is another important institutional reform. So, with regard to the consolidation of land holdings, all of you know that due to law of inheritance in our country, so most of the pieces of arable lands, or you can say the land holdings, were fragmented. So, after independence, the state governments took steps to consolidate a small and uneconomic units into larger viable holdings at one place. So this helped to introduce mechanization, irrigation, and even improve farming practices, and by this way farmers could able to increase agricultural output. So, consolidation of holdings also occurred by promoting cooperative movement also. Nearly 60 million hectares of land have been consolidated so far. After that, credit reforms. So, with regard to the credit reforms, we know that in India, peasants were exploited by the landlords and also money lenders for centuries. So, realizing that credit is an important component of any agricultural reform, government has taken several steps to ensure flow of funds from the government agencies for agricultural development. Now let us discuss about some of the credit reforms which have been taken by the government of India and the state governments. First one, that is rural development has been delinked from the agricultural development. This is to help agriculture develop its own base. Second, very important reform under the credit reform is need for credit for agricultural purposes has been brought under institutional programs and schemes. Besides concessional lending by banks and cooperative credit societies, financial assistance is provided to farmers for specific projects like mechanization, purchase of tractors, implements, seeds, etc. Third one, support price for agricultural produce under several schemes as well as purchase agency like Food Corporation of India. So with regard to the support price, every year Government of India announces minimum support price. This is the price at which government is ready to buy agricultural produce from the farmers. And main objective of announcing minimum support price by the government is to protect the farmers from the brokers or the middlemen. Next one, investment promotion schemes have also been put into operation so that funds are not directed towards non-productive purposes. Then credit card, Kisan credit card and personal accident insurance schemes for the benefit of the farmers have been introduced by the government. Then subsidies, farmers are also given subsidies on electricity consumption, purchase of seeds and fertilizer in order to improve their output. Then crop insurance is also provided to the farmers against losses caused by crop failure on account of natural calamities like drought, flood, fire, diseases, or cyclone. So these are important institutional reforms. Now we'll discuss about some of the important technological reforms. First one, improved tools and mechanization. The animal drawn plow is now gradually being replaced by tractors with detachable parts like harrow, tiller, and other parts for harvesting. Second important point, transport and communication. The technological revolution has also benefited agriculture sector. Now farmers are able to sell their surplus farm produce in the nearby market and also distant market. Irrigation development. Under the 5-year plans, extension of irrigation facility has received great emphasis. The objective is not only to create the potential but also encourage its utilization. Next step is certified and quality seeds distribution. Seed is a critical and basic input for attaining agricultural production and productivity. So the government of India has taken several steps for distribution of quality and certified seeds to farmers. Next reform, technological reform, spatial weather bulletin. Now, spatial weather bulletins are being broadcast and also telecasted over radio and television respectively, and these bulletins have greatly benefited the farmers in scheduling their agricultural activities. After that, other agricultural inputs. So, other agricultural inputs include fertilizer, manures, insecticide, pesticides, what the farmers are using in their farms to increase agricultural produce. So, all these technological and the institutional reforms together have led to enhance agricultural produce in our country many folds, which is termed as green revolution. Or in other words, what we can say, green revolution is the process with the help of which farmers have been able to increase their agricultural produce manifolds by using all the modern agricultural inputs in their farms. And the use of all the modern agricultural inputs in the farms has been possible only due to the reforms which have been taken by the government of India and also the state government. Okay, the remaining next point we will discuss in the next video. Okay, thank you.